So our season's about ready to get underway. Friday night, we wrestle Utah Valley State here at the Bob Devaney Center at 6 p.m. So love to have a great crowd. We have 4 All-Americans coming back, a pretty veteran team. 2 other guys were in the round of 12, Big Ten champ, Silas Allred. So we have a really great nucleus coming back, and we're super pumped about this season, where this team can go, and one of our better teams, I would say. And on paper, our sport's all about you got to go earn it. So we're super excited. Those 4 All-Americans: Caleb Smith at 125. Brock Hardy's been a couple-time All-American and was 3rd in the nation last year. Ridge Lovett, who's been a 2-time All-American, then Antrell Taylor, who was a freshman All-American last year. So Antrell's going 157. We have some guys shifting weight classes, which is good. And we're keeping the training table bill down there a little lower, so those guys aren't over there all the time. But other than that, we got to laugh and have some fun, right? But no, we're excited about Friday, and kind of gets us going, and we're ready to compete. So, questions or comments or?
What are your expectations for this team this year?
Expectation. Well, we always have a high expectation, Steve. We are really kind of through the roof. We have great belief in our team. We have, you have to put, to be able to, we were 3rd at Big Tens last year. We're in the midst of a dynasty right now with Penn State. They've won 11 out of the last 13 national titles. So I tell our team, hey, Patriots, they're not still winning. Someone beat them, right? So, but it takes a courageous team and a team that is built for the long run. And you got to be tough at every weight class, because they're tough at every weight class. So, it's fun. We're in a tough league. Obviously, Big Ten and wrestling is the most dominant and productive as far as how many All-Americans and national champions it puts out. So we're in a good spot, though. We like our team. We have a veteran in Jacob Van Die's a sophomore coming back at 133. Bubba Wilson's down a weight class at 165, and so we really like our lineup, and we like a lot of young guys on our team that have shown great promise, and we've recruited well, and our guys have really bought in over the spring and summer. So that's why I have optimism, because of the spring and summer of, our wrestling room is always full up there 6 days out of the week. So our guys have really put in a lot of work, and it's paying off in development, and we see guys getting better. So, but it all starts for real on Friday night, and then the next week next weekend we go to North Carolina, wrestle Campbell in North Carolina, and then the following week we have a tough tournament, Navy Classic. So before Thanksgiving, so we'll know a lot more about our team then. But we're ready to hitch it up get going on Friday. We actually have a fall coaches clinic, our annual fall coaches clinic on Friday. It's all day here, so we have 200 some coaches joining us at the Bob Devaney Center at 10 o'clock that morning. So we'll share a lot of knowledge with them, myself, my staff, and it'll be good, really good day of just really encouraging those guys to impact the kids that they coach each and every day, and being a coach is really significant in regards to the impact they have on young people. And we have great high school coaches here in our state, and looking forward to sharing a lot of time with them on Friday.
Hey Mark, how significant do you expect the fallout from the House settlement is for wrestling and the way that it affects your program with roster limits and revenue sharing?
Yeah, wrestling is will be capped at 30. We're actually at 31 right now. Normally we have around 35 guys in our weight club, or 35 guys on our team each year. So it's I think all non-revenue sports, Olympic sports, whatever you want to call them or identify, football and basketball, they're safe. It's it's changing times, and it's definitely gonna impact. I know Troy's really made a stand, and I know he's helping our sport, wrestling, but is everyone across the board in the Big Ten doing that? I don't know that answer, but I'm sure the Michigans, the Penn States, the Iowa, they're probably going to be helping their programs out too, and keeping trying to keep their success rolling. So it's just different times. It's just I don't know. I've traveled the world. I've been to 59 countries. And I tell people this: you don't prepare your son or daughter in high school to be if they want to do sports in college. Get your daughter ready for St. Paris University to go and get a college education and play soccer. There is no. We're the only place in the world that has the component of academics and athletics in the whole world. And hopefully we're not going to, for the better word, screw it up, right? But we're trying awful hard, I think. But it's meant for opportunity, right? Not every sport makes revenue, and so it was never intended for that, I don't think, But it's different times, and people look at it different. And I would just say, you look at guys like Dabo Swinney, walk-on at Alabama. Paul Bear Bryant gave him a chance. He would never be the coach he was today without that opportunity to walk on at Alabama, and then to be a GA, and then to make his way up. And so we might regret, 20 years from now, some of the decisions you make now, how it impacts people's lives. And so being a college athlete is a big deal, and it's a privilege, but also it's about developing people. That's what my job is, to prepare these guys for life. And that's, at the end of the day, we're going to win a lot of wrestling matches, lose some too maybe, but at the end of the day, it's about giving them an opportunity. And so it's a little scary that way.
With conference expansion, how nice is it for you to not have to learn 4 new programs and add the additional travel other programs have to on campus?
Yeah, I wish I had that problem though. I wish Washington, Oregon. Oregon had it up till, 10 years ago, maybe 12 years ago. So, but yeah, different reasons why people do different things. They wanted to drop wrestling. They added baseball because they got sick of Oregon State whooping them. So Phil Knight had to invest in baseball. So something had to give. So wrestling was the area where they dropped. But yeah.
With NIL, we hear a lot about football budgets. Like some of the top wrestling schools, like Iowa's and Penn State's, what do you hear their budgets are? Like what kind of money are these top programs getting to use towards NIL? And do you get the sense that some of the revenue sharing dollars will go that way, or will they have to continue to fundraise those dollars on their own?
Yeah, hopefully some of the revenue share helps in that way, especially for University of Nebraska, because we're playing catch up with some of those other schools. There's schools in our conference that are spending a lot of money on NIL, and I won't really say which, but they all know who and what they're doing. But to pay a wrestler, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, it's insane in my estimate. But if you want to win, sometimes people have to do that. But we want to develop our guys. We develop our team, and we don't like to, bring in people over the top of it. That's my fault if I didn't make the right choice recruiting. And so we really like that route. And I know Coach Rule does a great job of bringing guys in, developing guys, and I think that's the way to build the best wrestling program, because then you don't have guys leaving. And it's one thing, you have to recruit the best guys to get them here, and then you got to retain them. And so that's what we try to do. And they're an All-American, we reward them. If they're not, we're not going to buy them, pay for them to stay here per se. And but some schools are out there doing some outlandish things that I'm shocked by the numbers. But it is what it is, and so we don't have that luxury of millionaires or billionaires really supporting our program right now. But we have. I'm very thankful for the donors that have been with us. Since 2012, when USA Wrestling started regional training centers, and we could keep guys like Jordan Burroughs and James Green around to fulfill their world and Olympic goals of making world teams for Team USA, and that was huge. And so there's some people out there raising a lot more money than we did. So it's just the way of the world. But NIL is another thing. The portal, you got to respect, when the portal's open, that's when you're supposed to get guys. Some schools haven't been really abiding those borderlines, I would say.
Coach, how motivated is Ridge going into this season, having used that red shirt previously, and what are his goals for this season?
Yeah, I think Ridge Lovett is, he's one of our leaders of our team, and he's really driven. He's really, he's disappointed. He ranked number 1 the whole year last year, and he lost in the semifinals, and someone that he had beat during the year last year, and it's just disappointment. It's what sports is all about. You got to, just regroup and have a growth mindset, not have a fixed mindset. And Ridge has really bought into I got to get better, and I have to make sure that I bring my best effort each and every time. We try to have 2 questions to our guys. Hey, did I give 100% in my preparation? Did I prepare that way? And then when I put my foot on the line, am I willing to give 100%? If I am, be a champion, right? Because then it takes all the fear and doubt and anxiety out of the equation. So I think Ridge is ready to, he's very hungry to do. He wants to be a national champion, and he was a Big Ten champ last year, and just got caught up into it a little bit too much, and he'll handle pressure a lot more this year, I think, a lot better. A little bit more of the hunter than the hunted.
Anything else for Coach?
Thanks, Coach.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.